In the vast tapestry of history, where civilizations rise, fall, and leave echoes behind, there exists an ancient record that has shaped how the world understands itself. As the sun sets over Africa's expansive savannas, stories emerge of mighty kings, powerful nations, and regal queens whose legacy has endured far longer than memory allows. These stories speak of people with dark, rich skin, builders of civilization, keepers of knowledge, and carriers of humanity's earliest lineages. Within the pages of the Bible lies a narrative often overlooked, sometimes misunderstood, and too often erased. This is not mythology. This is not revision. This is ancient history preserved through sacred text. Welcome to Revelation and Roots. Join us today as we journey through the roots of scripture, tradition, and forgotten memory to uncover what the Bible truly says about Africa and the origins of humanity itself. All people alive today, according to Genesis, descend from one family, from Noah and his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. These 3 names form the foundation of the biblical world. They are the roots from which nations, cultures, and civilizations emerged. Shem is traditionally associated with the Semitic peoples, ancient Israelites, Arabs, and Syrians. Japheth is linked to the peoples who spread across Europe and parts of Asia. And Ham, the youngest son, is consistently connected to Africa. In scripture and ancient tradition, Ham is associated with regions south of the Mediterranean, Egypt, Kush, Nubia, and beyond. The Book of Psalms even refers to Egypt as the land of Ham. Across Jewish writings and early interpretations, Ham is remembered as the forefather of many African peoples. Even his name carries meaning. In ancient Hebrew and related languages, Ham is linked to ideas of heat, darkness, and warmth, descriptions often understood as references to climate and complexion, not condemnation. Genesis chapter 10 offers what scholars call the Table of Nations, a genealogical map of the ancient world. Here, Ham's lineage unfolds. His sons are named Kush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. These names are not abstract, they correspond to real regions and peoples known in antiquity. Kush is associated with the lands south of Egypt, modern Ethiopia, Sudan, and the ancient kingdom of Nubia, a civilization of trade, gold, learning, and power. Mizraim becomes the biblical name for Egypt, a land still called Misr in Arabic today, a center of ancient technology, spirituality, and empire. Put is traditionally linked to parts of North Africa, often associated with early Libyan peoples, and Canaan, though geographically located in the Levant, is remembered as one branch of Ham's line, not the whole of it. Over centuries, these genealogies were preserved not as racial hierarchies, but as memory, a way of explaining how humanity spread across the earth after the flood. Yet one story, more than any other, has been distorted. The so-called Curse of Ham. Genesis chapter 9 recounts a moment of family failure. Noah becomes intoxicated. Ham sees his father's nakedness and tells his brothers instead of covering him. When Noah awakens, the curse is not placed on Ham, it is placed on Canaan, Ham's son. This distinction matters deeply. Never declares African people cursed. That idea emerged centuries later, used to justify slavery, exploitation, and erasure. Scripture itself does not support it. It never has. Ham's other sons, Kush, Mizraim, and Put, are never cursed. They are portrayed as founders of nations, builders of civilizations, and ancestors of peoples who shaped the ancient world. Even extra-biblical texts like the Book of Jubilees expand on these traditions, describing post-flood settlements and early cities established by Ham's family. These writings reflect how ancient communities understood origin, territory, and identity not modern genetics, but shared memory. It's important to approach these texts with honesty and humility. The Bible is not a modern anthropology textbook. It is an ancient narrative shaped by worldview, culture, and theology. Scholars today draw from archaeology, linguistics, genetics, and oral tradition to better understand humanity's past. Each discipline adds clarity, not contradiction. What remains clear is this: Africa is not a footnote in human history. It is foundational. From Egypt's temples to Kush's kingdoms to the migration of peoples across continents, Africa stands at the center of humanity's shared story. These ancient accounts remind us of something essential, that history did not begin in Europe, nor does identity begin with division. We are one human family, spread across the earth, carrying memory, culture, and calling. And when we return to these texts with care, we don't uncover curses, we uncover connection. If this journey reshaped how you see scripture, history, or yourself, continue walking with us. There are more stories buried beneath the surface, waiting to be remembered. Because the past was never meant to stay hidden.